So I went wedding dress shopping and said yes to the dress, but here are dresses that I tried on and said no to, part two. Starting out with this number is giving booty, is giving buddy yaddy yaddy. I loved me the corset detailing. I really liked the lace too actually, but ultimately it was the neckline for me. It was a little bit too high. I just felt really stiff. Like you could just tell that the dress was kind of wearing me, not the other way around. So we are moving on. Next up, we have our first halter neck dress, which I was never considering, but this dress I was not mad about because I mean, look at the train, look at that lace. Like I told y'all, I love some textural differences, so the inner lining being different from the lace on the train was giving. I've also come to realize that I don't really like repetitive lace. Beading is different. I don't know why, but with lace, I just appreciate a little bit of like, I don't know, strategic chaos, just to kind of break things up a little bit, make it a little bit more fun, you know? But ultimately, the halter neck was not for me. With the lace and the shimmer, it was just a little bit loud. This dress was actually our top pick of the day, which is so crazy because I just felt like the dress was a little bit loud and it was giving garden party. Like if you look at the lace, there are literal leaves at the bottom of the train. And I mean, I loved the sweetheart neckline. I loved all the 3D flowers and whatnot. We even tried it with a veil. That's when you know that this dress was actually a contender. I think we spent the most time on this dress that day. Ultimately though, it was just not for me. I felt like I've seen this dress a bunch of times already and I wanted something a little bit more unique. I also felt like it was wearing me, not the other way around. So this was a no for me. Now we're playing around with straps. This is the first thicker strapped dress that I tried on. I liked the asymmetricalness of the lace because one side was longer than the other. However, the flowers were just really loud, really big. I don't think I really like bigger flowers, but the train at the bottom was interesting. It's just not for me. Now this dress, I actually really liked it because the train, okay, this was the first true mermaid dress that I tried on where it was like really fitted and then flared out a bunch at the bottom. The lace, I loved the lace on the train. I loved the material of that like tulle fabric on the train as well. The square neckline though, you already know how I feel about square necklines. I loved the cutout, but it was just not the most flattering on me. Last dress that I'm showing today is this mix of like a cat eye, but also sweetheart neckline. As soon as she opened the curtains, you could see that I was like, what is this neckline? I don't know what's going on here. I do prefer a more sweetheart neckline, I'm not gonna lie, but the train was very interesting, kind of giving lace doily, so I didn't really like that, but I do like the lace at the front, how it kind of comes down past my stomach, kind of conceals things when you eat, you know, but ultimately it was that neckline for me, didn't really like that. That wraps it up for part two. Stay tuned for the last and final part where we talk about my all-stars, the dresses that made me lose sleep, but ultimately led me to finding the dress.